Hello everyone, and this is Distinguished Toastmaster Cajetan Barreto, the Public Relations Manager of District 20. This is our second workshop on PR, and I'm so glad to see all of you here. Many of you are still joining, and I'm sure we are going to have an amazing workshop. Our previous workshop focused more on branding to become a brand champion, where we talked about the importance of branding and creating that brand image of Toastmasters so that we attract new members to our clubs. Today, our focus changes how to create that attractive design. And of course, one of the common tools that is used in Toastmasters is CANVA. And why do we use CANVA? First, because it's free, and secondly, it's very easy to use. But combining this branding and CANVA sometimes takes a little bit of a skill, some knowledge, because if you simply go to CANVA, you can get lost because you can do so much with it. But our focus today is basically to leverage the power of CANVA to create Toastmasters brand compliant content. Today, because of a conflicting session, we don't have any district officers in the house. Let me just verify. Yeah, except myself. I'm the public relations manager. And that means we can jump straight into the workshop. We already have 22 attendees with us, and I'm looking forward to a fun and engaging workshop. Before I start, let me just make sure everything is fine. Please raise your hands if you can hear me loud and clear. Sushma, for example. Thank you for that. Thank you, Claire. So today's workshop is going to be delivered by a distinguished Toastmaster, Priscilla Dias. Priscilla joined Toastmasters in 2017, and very soon she became passionate about the whole idea of Toastmasters, and she set her eyes on becoming a distinguished Toastmaster. She took up roles in the club, she became an area director, and eventually, after doing lots of things, she eventually became a distinguished Toastmaster around 3 years ago. And ever since that time, she has been investing a lot of her time to create content for the district. Before it was for the club growth director, then she was doing content for the program quality director, and this year she is part of the public relations team of District 20. So let me ask our trainer, distinguished Toastmaster Priscilla Dias, to take up the stage, and I will do that. Just give me a 30 seconds.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you're joining us from. This is Priscilla Dias, and I'm here to begin with this workshop titled, as you know, CANVA for Beginners. Now, that doesn't mean that I'm going to teach you about CANVA or show you how to do posters on CANVA, but of course, posters for our Toastmasters Club. So, posters related to the posters that we need to create for our club, and where we invite members, and that's how we get non-Toastmasters drawn to our clubs. So, since we are going to create the posters based on for our clubs, we need to have an idea of what Toastmasters branding is all about. So, you will be wondering, am I going to take you through Toastmasters branding? Yes, but a recap, a quick one, because we did this in the last session, branding. But today, just to understand how we are going to put to use that branding into our posters, so that we can really make attractive posters which are brand compliant, we need to just go through a recap of what is branding. It's going to be quick. So, first of all, how to use CANVA for beginners? How many of you here use CANVA? Okay, great. So, some of you already know how to use CANVA, right? When you all are using CANVA, do you all refer to Toastmasters brand manual? No. Toastmaster Shishma is saying no, never used it. So, let's have a look at what the Toastmasters brand manual looks like. If you want to go with me, you can do that, and let me just share. So, all you need to do is just in Google type brand manual Toastmasters, and you will find the brand manual of Toastmasters, or you can go to Toastmasters.org. Now, when you are looking for brand manual, just make sure that you are opening Toastmasters brand manual. I mean the brand manual from Toastmasters website. So, this is what the brand manual is all about, and this brand manual should be like 24/7, 365 days if you are the VPR on your desktop, because the brand manual does change over some time, and then you need to refer to this brand manual for everything that you are trying to do, creating posters, creating videos for your clubs. So, keep this on your desktop throughout, so you can easily refer to it. Now, just a quick look at what the brand manual has, so that you know why am I telling you to refer to the brand manual. The first thing what you will need for your posters is, of course, the logo. Without the logo, the poster is not relevant, because it doesn't tell us where this logo is coming from, I mean where the poster is coming from. So, what we are looking for is the logo, and the logo is something that you will find in the manual. If you want to make a note, you can put it down that page 8 of the brand manual is where you will find the logos. If you see here, I hope you all can see what my screen. Yes, okay, thank you, Claire. So, you can see here logos are available for download here. Just click here and the logos will be downloaded. So, if you are working with me right now, if you are just doing exactly what I am doing here, then download, click here and your logos will be downloaded. You will find them in your downloads on your PC. But please don't go there now. Stay here so that you can see what's coming up next. Also, you will notice that all the instructions on how to use the logo are mentioned over here. So, read through these instructions about clear space around the logo, the minimum size of the logo, and this really enhances your posters. You may feel that it's irrelevant, but if you really go by this, it will enhance your posters. Look at see even Toastmasters International, the woodmark, how much space you need to keep around the logo is very important. These are the different logos, and this is how you should be using the logos. So, just putting the logo and typing out since 1924 doesn't contribute to a logo. So, this is about as far as logos go. See, they have also, you've seen clubs where you can put your name here below. You put the logo and you put your club name below, and this is perfectly fine. And this can be your club logo with just your name below the logo. These are ways in which you should not be using the logo. So, just go through the entire manual and you will know the do's and don'ts of how to use the logo, the colors, the material that you need to use for creating your posters. Now, let us move on to colors. Colors, note page 14. You will find colors on page 14. Earlier, there were 3 colors which are the primary colors, but now if you look at it, there is loyal blue and true maroon have been declared as the true colors. Which was the other color that was the primary color? Anybody can tell me?
Gray.
Gray. Perfect. So, gray was the primary color, but now in just I think a month ago, they moved it as a secondary color. And if you read closely, it says it is a primary color, but may be used for backgrounds. So, it is a color that can be used for background as the primary color. And then we have happy yellow, which is used for highlights. To highlight anything that you want to, like say for example, there is a sale. Do you see when you see anywhere the word sale, what is the background used? It's usually yellow, and then the word sale is in red. Okay. So, use yellow to highlight anything that you want to highlight on your poster. For example, maybe the date or maybe the speaker who is going to, a keynote speaker. So, put his name bold against the yellow. So, these are things, this is how you can enhance your posters. This is as much as it goes when it comes to colors, but you can also use, which are the other 2 colors that can be used?
Black and white.
Yeah, somebody is reading it out from here. Maya?
No.
Did you have Maya?
I'm not reading out.
Yes. But no, I just want to bring it to the attention of all those who have joined here, that it is clearly mentioned here, black and white can also be used when designing material for Toastmasters. This is why I am saying you should have the Toastmasters brand manual on your desktop 24/7. Moving on to how you can even more enhance your posters, and that is by the use of gradients. Now, if you look at this chart here, it clearly tells you the colors, the codes that you can use for creating these gradients. So, you need to create these gradients and keep in your kit, in your brand kit, so that you can use it easily whenever you need to use it. So, you can see that there is this 4165, which is the primary color, and then they have provided us with another code that is 6094, which is the color that you can use for gradient. Now, just to let you know that I have seen a lot of posters which use royal blue and true maroon. And then when you use royal blue and true maroon, you get another color in between, some gray, purple color, and that is not in the brand manual. So, we should refrain from using these 2 colors as combination. You will see the colors, the gradient combinations and the codes are mentioned in the brand manual. This is for blue, this is for true maroon, and then we have the gray. These are the only options that you have. So, make the most of it, and they really enhance your posters. You will see how. This is as far as I am going with the colors because this is for beginners. I don't want to venture into transparency and get you all lost. So, let us move on to, these are pathway logos in the manual, which you can use again when creating your posters if your members have completed a path or they are doing a level in the path and they have completed, use that to congratulate your members. And quickly going to fonts. Fonts is yet another thing that we need to use in our posters, because we need to write our club name or something about the meeting, and for that the fonts that we can use are again mentioned in the manual. So, here we have, what is the font that can be used?
Gotham.
Gotham. And anybody is using Gotham in Canva? I don't think.
Sometimes.
Yeah, but do you have the, from what I know, it is a paid font and it's very expensive. So, probably none of us have it, some of us may have it, but the alternative for Gotham is Montserrat. So, what we can use while creating our posters in Canva, the font is Montserrat. Let us keep that in mind, and these are the different variations that can be used. If you want to download, you can download. Montserrat is available for download here. You would not have to do that because it is there in Canva. So, let us move on and see what other fonts we can use. The other fonts that we can use are Source Sans Pro. Now, this is used basically for the body text on your posters. So, I will show you when we are doing the posters where you can use this font, and the Montserrat font would be the primary font. Now, Toastmasters International has provided us with fonts like Corinth and Luxurious Script, and it clearly says that these fonts should be used to promote special events such as club anniversaries. So, let us use them really sparingly, because I don't think we have club anniversaries every meeting, it would be every year. So, let us use those for our special events if we are doing a open house, something like that, where we can use the other font. I think we have covered with the manual, and there is just one thing left, and that is the images. Where do you get the images from? So, if you want to use Toastmaster Toastmaster compliant images provided by Toastmasters, then this is the place, page number 24, where you can download beautiful images that Toastmasters has already provided us for our use. The other option is to take pictures of your members at the meetings, take pictures of your meetings, the way they are conducted, or just a group picture of all the members, and that these pictures also make wonderful photos for your posters. So, this is where you need to come, download this entire manual, use it to create your posters. Now, I think we should move on to what we are here for, and that is to create posters. So, let us move on to creating posters. So, for that, those who have the Canva account and who have created an account, you can log in, or you can just watch what I am doing here. Okay. So, first of all, you need to decide the size of your poster. So, what size poster are you going, where do you post your material, where do you post your posters? Is it only in the WhatsApp group, or you send it by email to your members, or do you post it on social media, Facebook, Instagram? So, that is where you need to decide. So, how many of you post on Facebook? your club Facebook account. Okay, Toastmaster Sushma, you're posting your posters on Facebook, as well as Abdul Haq is posting on Facebook. How many on Instagram? Okay, Brenda also. Okay, on Instagram too. Okay, so let's use Facebook for example. So I'm going to, what you need to do is click here on create, and then you have all the options over here to create a poster, that is to give you a blank canvas to create a poster. And I'd like to choose Facebook post landscape. Okay. So, do we want to do it from scratch? Are we making our poster from scratch?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So, Toastmaster Maya, thank you for that.
Yeah.
And I just want to take you all back to a poster that I created, and we will create the same poster from scratch. Okay. So, let me just take you to the poster that I just created for this very purpose. So, this is a poster that I created. Is it, what do you think about it? Tell me. Is it nice, not nice? Is it appealing? Do you think that non-Toastmasters would be attracted to come to this meeting looking at the poster? No, the Toastmaster DTM Sushma says no, it's not attractive. Okay, great. We'll see how we can make it attractive. Okay. Anybody else has any comments on the poster? Okay, let's start creating this poster all over again. Okay, now we're going to keep this for reference, and I'm going to add a page here so we can start with creating the poster. Okay, so this is my blank here's a clean canvas given to us so that we can create our poster. What do you want to first put on the poster?
Background color.
Background color. Okay. So, we have, I just couldn't trace who was the person who said that, but well, we need to put a background color, for example. So, what are we going to look for? Colors. Now, look over here, there's design, elements, text, brand, upload. Now, my colors are in the brand kit because I'm using a pro account, but I'm going to show you how you can add colors and create your own kit. So, you go, I'm clicking on brand over here, but you will have something like colors, and this is a palette over here. So, if you want to add a color, you need to click on add and then refer to the manual. So, for example, if you want to add the blue, the royal blue, so you will put 004165, and you see royal blue has been added here. Oh, sorry. 4165. Why is it not coming?
It is already there in your brand kit, that's why.
Oh, okay. Since it's already there, it is not showing up. Okay. But this is how you will add a brand color. You will click on add, put the code from the brand manual, pick it up from the brand manual, and then you will have the royal blue here, 004165. Okay. So, now since we are going to add a background, and the background here is gray. So, we click on gray and the code there is A9B2B1. Again, pick it up from the brand manual. So, when we click on, okay, let me put this on top. So, to get the background color, you click on this color code here, the icon here, and you click on gray. Okay, so we got the background color, correct? Okay, now what's next? What would you add to this poster? Anybody?
Elements,
Elements.
shapes.
Okay. Shapes. Okay, why would you want to add the shape?
For the write-up.
For the write-up. Okay. Let's add an element. So here we go back to design, elements, and what elements are available here? Toastmaster Sushma said shapes. So Toastmaster Sushma, what shape do you want from here to choose from? These are all the shapes that are available. What shape do you want? Let's have a look at our poster here. What shape do we need here? So we pick on
We can go for the
square.
same.
Yeah, the
Okay.
square shape, and then we'll create a header. Okay. So are we going, is this right? We've created a header like what we have in our sample. Now, next what do we want to put over here?
Logo.
Yes, Emily. The logo. Let's look at what we've chosen this logo and we want to put the logo here. Now I'm not going to copy paste. I'm here to show you how you can do it from scratch. So you go to brand or you go to uploads where you would have uploaded the logo. Now when I said download the logos, from there you would have uploaded the logos over here, correct? So I'll just show you, you have the logos on your PC which you have downloaded. You go to upload and then you pick your logo from where you have them saved on your PC. So I'm here picking up this logo, and that's how you have a logo in your uploads. So for those who are not using a pro account, all you need to do is download the logos and upload them in your uploads in Canva. Now I'm going to use this. Okay, we have a different logo, and that the logo here is with where leaders are made. So we just drag it into where we want to place it. Is this fine? Everybody following? You want me to do it again? Okay, so I guess everybody has understood this. So we have the logo now. Next, what do we want to put? Shall we put the club name?
Yeah.
Yes, Emily, tell me.
Yes.
Six.
Something.
Okay, let's put in the club name. Now to put the club name, what do we need here? We need some text. So we go to text and we click on heading because this is going to be in bold right up there. We want it nice and big where everybody can see which club this poster is coming from, and we choose okay. Now this needs to fit in over here, right? So all you need to do is just drag this here and stretch this out, and there you have the club name. Now you can, if you look at the font here, it is Montserrat. Now this has been already, it's in my pro account, so it's already programmed that when it is heading, we are going to use Montserrat. But you can choose from here. You click on, so just in case it was not Montserrat and it was, say, something like this. And this is not the right font for us to use to make our posters brand compliant. So what would you do? You click here and you go look for Montserrat. click on Montserrat and there you go. Now your text on your poster is brand compliant. You need to add any other details. Let's put the club now. Now I'm going to do copy paste, okay, and I'm going to show you how you can do that as well. So if you have something that is repeated on your posters, you don't have to sit and type it all over again. So you click, and then there's on the 3 dots, copy, go back to where you want it and you paste it there. So you don't have to type everything all over again, you can do this as well. So now we have the club name, a little few details about the club, okay. Let's see what else we need to put. So we've covered elements and we've covered text, correct? Right, Toastmaster Sushma, DTM Sushma, we've covered logos, we've covered elements and we've covered text. Now,
Yes.
our next meeting for our club meeting, our next meeting, we have the theme Your Body Speaks. Okay, this is the theme that we have chosen. Would you choose to emphasize on the theme when you're creating your poster? Anybody? No? So what would you emphasize on? What is the thing that you would emphasize on while creating a poster?
Yes, I would like the theme to appear on the flyer so that
Okay.
it will make an impact with the audience.
Okay. So our theme here is Your Body Speaks. So let's put the theme here. So again, I've added text and I'm going to put Your Body Speaks. Okay. Sorry. And since I put it on 3 different lines and not in one straight line, this is how it looks. Now you will see that there is a lot of space between the words, right? There's the lines that have been created, there are a lot of space here. So in order to reduce the space between, you need to click on this and then click here, advanced setting, and there's line spacing. You start adjusting this to the size, to how you want it to look like. Did you get that? Advanced settings, and then you can space the lines. And now this is in the center. If we here it is on one side, so the alignment can be done. So you have to use, this is your on top, all these icons that you see here can be are for you to use to enhance your posters. Now if you want to see, okay, here we've got it in the color blue. So how would you change this black into blue? You click here on the thing that you want to change the color to, go to text color, and then of course the brand kit, the loyal blue, and the color is changed to what you want it to be. Now we have we've done with text, and we want to emphasize on the theme. Is this enough to attract non-Toastmasters or even your club members? No. And to make the posters really attractive, we need to have some images. So where do we get these images? In the introduction I mentioned about images. Where do we get the images?
Brand manual.
Brand manual, yes. In brand manual, page 24, I think, is where you can download the images which are provided by Toastmasters International. But you can also get images from your Toastmaster meetings. When you have meetings, take pictures and upload those pictures here. So, I am just going to run you through some pictures of our club. This is a picture after the meeting. These are pictures during the meeting. We do hybrid meeting. So, these are pictures that you can use for your posters, and these are even more appealing because these are members of your club. When you use a poster of your member on your club poster, they are definitely going to circulate this in their social media, because now they are on a poster and they want friends and family and others to know that they are part of Toastmasters. This is one way of generating members for your club. So, use your club members' pictures for your photos. So, what I have done is I took a couple of pictures of Toastmaster Abu Bakar, a member who is
Recording in progress.
okay, how did that happen? Okay, so who's really very good at body language, and I thought it was best to portray him on this poster. So, I had these pictures of him, and I am going to use the same pictures. We have used it here. Now, look at the difference between this poster here and this one. Which looks neat, which looks appealing?
Second one.
Second one. So, the first picture we need to really brush it so that it looks appealing. Okay. Now, to do that I have removed the background. Okay. And how do you remove the background? If you are using a pro account, it is very easy. You just do BG remover, that is background remover, and it is done. Now, if you don't if you are using just a CANVA account, not a pro account, then you need to go to
Google.
You need to go to Google and you put BG remove. You can note this down, upload the image. So, I don't think I have the image here. So, I am just going to upload this image just to show you. And you can see this image in the background, there is so much happening, and just like that it is all gone. All I need to do is download for free. You don't want to pay, because we don't get paid by Toastmasters for creating our posters. So, now I have downloaded the photo, and somewhere in the downloads is the picture without all the noise or all the clutter behind Distinguished Toastmaster Gadgeton. And I can use this now for our posters. I am not going to use this one. Oh, what did I do? Okay, here's our poster. Okay, here we go. So, what did you get the remove background part of it? So, if you don't have BG remover, that is you are not using CANVA Pro, then you can go to remove background, click on the upload the photo, and it does its job, and then just download and use it. Now, to use it, of course, you will have to upload it in CANVA and then use it. So, this is exactly what I have done. Since I have a pro account, I don't need to go to BG remover, remove background, sorry. So, now I have put the first poster, now I am adding the second one, and I am going to do the same thing. Okay. And you can resize these by just dragging and to the size that you want to, if they are just coming in the way of your text, or you adjust the text and move the text around. Okay. Now, what you see here is just floating Abu Bakr. That's our member. Now, to give him some, to define this, anybody knows what I have done over here? Okay,
You have added the element.
elements, right. So, you go to the elements and
Priscilla,
yes,
there is one suggestion from one of the members that it might be better with three. So I guess she's talking about the power of three instead of four. This
okay.
is a
So,
suggestion. Yeah.
okay, so which one shall we remove from here? All of this is all about body language. So, let's do away with the last one. Okay. So, thank you for that suggestion. And yeah, I mean, let's not crowd the poster. We have 3 different poses which speak volumes about how body language can be used. Okay, now thank you for that. And let's we had Abdul Haq, was that you who mentioned about how to go to elements and get this appealing
Straight.
look? Yeah, so we go to elements, and can you tell me where exactly I would find, any idea? Okay, we have here
Frames.
graphics, photos,
Straight.
frames. Frames, exactly. So when you go to frames, and in frames, why is this not coming? Okay, I know. Okay. So what you will, when you go to elements, what you will see here is graphic, photos, frames. You click on frames and it will take you to frames. But here, because I put the WhatsApp icon that I was searching for, what you will see is, this is exactly what you will see when you click on elements. Okay, this. So you click on frames, and then you get a whole list of frames that you can use for in your posters. So this is the frame that I had chosen in my poster here. So I'm going to click on that. Okay. And then we're just going to slide Abu Bakr into the frame. It's that easy. Just pick him up, put him into the frame. And then you can adjust and layer the how cool is that? And you could use any of these frames to make your posters really beautiful. I've used this frame a couple of times, and then you can write the text here. You must have seen this in some of the posters. Okay. So do you, anybody wants me to repeat this? Is it clear? Done? Okay. Now let's move on and see what we did here. Of course, you want to let people know who the Toastmaster of the day is going to be, or maybe the other role players, the table topic master, the general evaluator. So whatever you wish to let your members or non-Toastmasters know, you can put it all on the poster. Now in this case, I'm just going to once again copy, paste. So when you're creating your second poster, you don't need to, you just need to change the name of the Toastmaster or the content, whatever the content is. Another way of attracting non-Toastmasters is just writing your body speaks would not be enough. Just putting posters would not be enough. Maybe give them an idea of what's going to happen during the meeting, and you would probably want to mention something in line with the theme. So, this font is Montserrat, and this is the body. So, we can change this font to Source Sans Pro, okay, which is the font that is brand compliant. And then we align this. We add the color that we would like to add to it, and we can space it as well. Okay, does that make sense? Okay, I think we can still reduce the size of the font. Now, the next most important thing is the date, time, and where the meeting is going to be held, correct? So, you would then want to add this information to your poster. So, here again I have taken a shape, and we use the shape. Where did we take the shape from? Anybody? Where do you find shapes in Canva?
Elements.
Exactly, in elements. Yes. So, you go to elements. Shapes, and here again we have all the shapes that we can, the shapes which we can use. So, let's say we take this one. Okay, and then I'm putting it across the poster here, and I'm going to pick up all the information from here. So, to do this, to pick up all of this at one go, I'm using the shift key and then clicking on all of it, then I group it and I drag it up to where I want. So, did you get this thing about grouping and moving your material, moving whatever your content is?
Can you repeat once again, please?
Okay, so to do that, okay, let's move it down back to the poster. So, you use your shift key and you click. Okay, first let me ungroup it. Okay, you use your shift key and you start clicking on all that you want to group. Okay, and then release the shift key and you will find group here. Click on group. So, now it's all together. Okay, now you may either copy or you move it around. So, I am going to copy this and then I will go to where I want to paste it, and I paste it there. Just move it around. Okay. Same goes with, suppose if you want to move the content over here. So, you click on whatever you want to move, group it and move it around. For example, if you want the name and the club details, pick it up and move it around, group it and move it around, and then simply ungroup if you want to make changes. Okay. So, now I want to make changes in this date. The font is not looking, the font doesn't look appropriate, like the 10 is, the size is big and then September 2025 is small. So, I am going to make sure that all are either the same size or add something to it. So the idea of making 10th big
Priscilla,
and
there
bold.
is a request from Vidad and from Shilpa. Vidad says, repeat, please. I don't know which part he wants to repeat, maybe the group. And Shilpa wants to repeat selecting the background color.
Okay. Okay, I will do the background color because distinguished Toastmaster Sushma did not like the appeal of the poster. So I plan to show you how we can make the same poster appealing. I'll do the background color, and if it is how to select and group, then let's do it again. Okay, so we have here, let me do that select and so I want to move this to this poster, for example, okay, or move it to another place. So I just, you click on 10, at the same time you click on shift on your keyboard, okay, and then you click on the other things that you want to add to this, okay, and then once you release the shift key, you will find group and all this lock, add, delete. So in this case I want to group it, okay. Now see, it is all grouped together and we can move it at one go instead of moving each one separately. Is that okay? Am I clear on that? Okay. Now you can see, you see over here ungroup. Okay. Now I'm going to ungroup and show you how to use the rest of this also, since we are on it. Ungroup. Okay. Now when I ungroup, see, now they are all separately. You can move them around separately. Now and again doing the same thing. If I want to pick on all of these, these details about the meeting, where, when and what time, and then I don't want anybody to make changes to this. Say for example, we are 4 or 5 of us were working on the poster, and I don't want anybody else to make changes to this. Of course they can if they unlock, but I'm locking it so that nobody moves it around. I just click on lock, and now see, I can move this, but I can't move this because it is all locked. And then I need to unlock it so that we can move it around, and then I just unlock it, and now you can move it around. What is the other thing? Duplicate. If you're trying, if you have the same thing to put, like for example, if you're making a list and you just want to change the time or the date, so you just duplicate so that everything else, the font size, the color remains the same. And then if you want to just delete this whole thing, highlight it and delete it. Okay, fair enough. Okay, now there's a footer here, and we would want the non-Toastmasters to come back to us or go explore about our club. So we need to give them some information about our club, and for that we'll use a footer. Now I'm just going to move this around, reduce the size so that we can move this. And now see, what I did here was I moved the text and then I moved the shape, but I can actually once again group the shape and the content and move everything together. So we are not going up and down, moving one thing at a time. We just group everything and move it together. And for footer, Again, I'm just copying and putting it over here. Again, grouping. Anybody who I'm sure that by now you must have figured out how grouping is to be done. Click on what you want to group and the shift key on your keyboard, then group it, and then where did it go? Okay, YouTube got left behind because I did not choose you. Okay, you can add your WhatsApp detail, your VPN, VPN number down here so that people can come back to you.
There is a question from team. How did you
Yeah.
actually make that footer with social media logos originally?
Okay, good question. Okay, now to get these icons from in Canva, once again you go to Elements and here you just type YouTube. Okay, of course you need to, not in shapes, in graphics. And what do you want in graphics? YouTube. Pick it up from here, resize it and put it in your poster. Again, you go to Elements. What you will find is your screen will be like this. Click on Graphics and then you can type here whatever you want to. If you have an account for your club. I don't know what Elon Musk will have to say, but that's it. Is that okay? Answers the question how to pick these elements.
Oh, first go on the elements, then go on the graphics and search over there.
Yes, and then you put in the search whatever icon you're looking for. And not necessary icon, like say for example, you're doing a celebratory poster, your anniversary poster, and you want some design like waves. I've done it recently in one of the posters for our club, but of course you will not use something like this. It's acceptable in posters. Okay. So you can pick up other things, but of course not anything. Things that will make the poster brand compliant. I don't want to go into that because that is advanced. So simple things like this can enhance your posters. Now what we did not cover, I think, is the gradient. If you look at this poster, it has a gradient here, correct? Okay. And this is pretty much just the normal true maroon. So here we are going to add the gradient. Now how do we do, I explained to you how to create a gradient? No. So in order to create a gradient, you click on color plus gradient. You enter the color code from the brand manual. So true, we are going to use the gradient which is brand compliant, and for that the maroon gradient is not true maroon but something called deep maroon. So your first color over here should be 3B0104. And if you ask me from where I am getting this, it's in the brand manual, page 16. Okay. Let's go back to our design. And then the second color in the brand manual, what does it say? Should be 781327. Let's pick it up from here and put it in the okay. See, you can see the colors changing here on the banner or the header, and we want to do exactly like this. We want the header like this. So again we have to add deep maroon to it. So the deep maroon color is and now this completes our header. Okay. So you see here, want me to do it again?
Yes,
Did we
please.
end? Okay. Let's remove all this from here. Okay. Say we want to do the same exercise with this part where we have put the date, time. We want to do the same exercise here. So we click on the color. We go to add new color. And here we put the code, and I'll make it more easy. We'll pick it up from the manual. So the code here is 3B0104. Pick it up from there and sorry, this one, and you put it over here. Or you can just type it if you have, not necessarily copy paste from the manual. If you have the number with you, just type it, and you see it's turned into the deep maroon color. Now deep maroon is not a color that we can use as a solid color by itself. It can be used only as a gradient color. So the other gradient color which Toastmasters International allows us to use is the rich maroon. So we pick up the rich maroon from here, take it to our poster, and we paste it over here. Oh, sorry. Okay, give me a second. Okay, but now this color should be deep maroon, that is 3B0104. Are we close to the thing, to what we have done here with the banner? So we have deep maroon, we have rich maroon, and now we need to add deep maroon to get this side darker to form the gradient. So again click on the third one, and here you put 3B0104. Okay. So now is it correct? Is it similar to
Yes.
the gradient that we're looking for? Yes. Okay.
Excuse me,
So
miss.
yeah. Yes.
I have a clue that instead of repeating the 3 steps, can't we directly copy the pattern from the up to the down, the gradient style?
Yeah. So now you don't want to apply the gradient. Now once you set the gradient, you should have it in your color palette, so you can reuse it. But if you don't find it, you need to reuse it. Then what you can do is, okay, you copy this banner, okay, paste. Now this shape is not the same, right? So here you can go back to elements, shapes, choose the shape. Oh no, I thought you could do it, but it's not possible. You know this, you can actually shape this by using corners. Are we getting to the shape? Similar to this one. So it's all about playing around with what you can do. See, we managed to get the same shape using corner rounding, but it may not be with all the shapes. Here it was possible. Okay, Abdul. Okay, DTM Shushma, what do you want to change about the background? I think it's the background that is bothering you. Is it? Is it the background?
Yes, I'm not much fan of gray color.
Okay, there you go. Okay, so let's say, what color would you like to use? We've already used maroon for the
Something
so
that is little bright and appealing.
so basically you have no choice. I asked you what color you can use, but if you look at it, the only colors that we have at hand which we can use is loyal blue, deep maroon as our primary colors. So here what color would we have? Frankly speaking, we have no choice besides using the loyal blue. So let's see how loyal blue will look in this poster. Okay, so
How
you
about white? It might be bright as she's saying.
okay, let's use white. Let's try white and let's try blue as well. So this, so you click on, you click on the poster and you see the entire poster is highlighted here, and you go to background color. Color, and we said we'll use white. So here's white. Is this?
I feel
No.
that more better.
Now you think gray is better. Okay,
No,
let's
this is
try.
better.
This is better.
White
Oh,
is,
lovely.
yeah.
Okay, this is better. So let's.
That's my choice.
Okay, this is your choice. Anybody else has any other suggestions to make this poster brighten up or make it more appealing?
Sorry, how would you the cell phone background? How would you change that background color so it pops? Just say put a yellow in there or something that doesn't make it so bland. I mean, I like the white to
Okay.
the gray, but if I wanted to make that the cell phone and images pop, how would you
Okay.
change that background one? I
Let's
know
see
you've
if we can
removed
do
it.
that. You want blue?
Let's try it. Yeah.
Okay, let's try. I haven't tried it, so let's try and see what happens. So I've clicked on the cell phone with Abubakar inside it, and I go to color, and it's not giving me any options. Okay, I go to color. And I choose blue
Or yellow.
or yellow. So see, you can play around. And
Okay, so you can change.
then decide. Yeah, it's not like you create a poster and that's it. You play around and you see what you can put in or remove to make it attractive. I still want to try the blue. Let's see how the blue looks. Ew, I was told it doesn't look nice.
The blue
And
color.
yes, Abdul.
The blue color text to be changed in another color if we are taking the blue background.
Yeah,
Otherwise, it
yeah,
will be.
absolutely, absolutely. If we have to use blue background, then this text, I just highlight it. It is blue and change it to white so that we can see. And that's why we need to use. See, even this maroon against the blue, you cannot read, right? So we need to use a color that is bright and in contrast to. How about this one? Now tell me.
Hmm.
Not good?
Wonderful. Lovely.
It's good.
Brenda, what do you say?
No, I actually think it pops.
It pops.
When they say that you want your poster on Facebook because there's so much stuff to pop. So as
Yes.
in draws your attention. So yeah, mine would, but maybe I like it.
Okay. Is there
It's
any
a bit more
questions?
zazzy.
Huh. Yeah, compared to this one.
Yes.
And
Any?
Nuran has mentioned that we need to use colors that are contrasting.
Perfect.
I
And
guess, yeah.
this is what we have done. We've used colors contrasting because the darker the color as a background, you use lighter colors for your text so that it is visible. And if we use a lighter color, like initially we had white, and then in contrast we use the primary colors to make it pop up. Any questions? I think we have. Okay. Have I covered everything, Toastmaster DTM Gadgetin, according to you?
May I ask one
No,
more
only
question? Sorry. Okay, let me put my hand up.
yes, yes, go ahead. Because the audience will decide whether you have covered everything or not me.
Okay. May I ask one more question? How
Sure.
would you say you want to start little folders? So different folders with different, this one would go into meetings. You want another one for anniversaries, another one for birthdays. How would you save it into folders? Is Canva, is projects folders, or I'm battling with the saving of these things into folders
Yeah,
and not
sadly we
just,
cannot save them. Even if you put them in folders, it will still show you as like this. See all the all your posters. So even if I create a folder and I say I want to move this to
sorry, how do you
folder
create a
meeting
folder?
posters.
Sorry, just go back to how do you create a folder?
Uh, well, I have not created a folder, but like for example, if we want to put this poster is a meeting
If
poster.
you can just go back to the same place you started, Priscilla, you can click on the three dots next to the
Yeah.
design
Yes, next to the
and then
design
and move to,
Oh,
folder,
and then
move
you will,
to.
yeah, there will be an option to
upload.
create no, there is, click all. No, I just saw something to create a folder. I thought I saw. Yeah, create new at the bottom.
Okay.
Yeah.
And say meeting, first meeting. For example, this is 7 July, so first meeting.
Because I'm trying to start off correctly. And when I start, then instead of having 20,000 different ones, have proper, you see, you've got a lot of folders there.
Yes.
And then you,
Now,
from the beginning, you start to do it in an orderly, fashion. So, okay, so you go into, so,
Also on the left hand side, Priscilla, you can just go into the folders because there's a separate section there under elements, and there is the folders where you can go and organize them.
elements.
elements.
On the left hand side, under projects, there's home and projects.
Okay.
So here there will be sections where you can create folders. You can see folders, you can say create new somewhere.
Oh.
Okay.
What's the difference
And we have
between a
put things.
project and a folder?
Yes, that is correct.
She's asked what's the difference
Yeah,
between
what's
project and a folder.
No, the project has many things inside it, no? So folders is just one part of the projects.
Okay, let's see
Because this
this
is
member
where
photos. So here we have all the photos of our members, which are easy to pick and use. You can to upload them into the, so we can download and
yeah,
send it
that
to
I'm fine
somebody.
with, but it's
Okay.
just this, you know, categorizing your posters. And so, okay, I think I need to play around with that. So we picked that folders under elements, I think, or was it just projects and then there was folders? Projects. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And then do you just copy paste or do you drag and drop into a folder?
I think the easier thing is you go to the folder. I mean, for example, this folder, and there's these 3 dots.
Yeah.
Okay. And you move.
Move. Okay.
Sorry, what happened?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, why is it not moving into? Okay, let's take another one. For example, this one, and I move it to meeting folders. This is a folder that is already created. Okay.
Okay, but at least
if
I found where folders are. I was really battling to find where folders were. Couldn't find it in, yeah, okay.
Okay.
That's a nice,
Anything
it's a
else?
nice poster.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that poster that you've got up there. Mm.
Oh, okay. Thank you. This was our last meeting.
Sure. No, that's lovely.
And yeah, so see, blue and maroon does go well. That's why they have chosen these as the primary colors. DTM, Shishma, what do you think about this?
This is good.
That's good. Thank you.
It's only gray color that is
Not
I'm not fan.
appealing.
Yeah.
Like
It's
this me.
actually dull.
Like this one. This one was not created by me. Okay. Yeah, any other questions?
Big question. Do you share any of your posters?
Yeah, I mean, we are open to, if you like something, we can send you the link and you can then put in your details and create your own poster. But of course, we will do that. But the best way to create your posters is to play around. I mean, it does take some amount of time to understand the fonts and the colors and the gradient, but it can be done.
Okay. You know, I just always think it's so you don't reinvent the wheel. You know? And
Yes.
time is short when you've got
Precious.
so much to do.
Yes. Actually, we do. If you create this the footer and header, then it's just a matter of putting in things in between.
Yeah.
You can move
Is
this.
there,
Yeah.
sorry, there's another question. This one you did in landscape, and I think the templates that I've been using on from other workshops is in portrait. Is there any particular, you know, we post on Facebook and on LinkedIn. Is there any reason why you always choose landscape? Does it fit in? I mean, obviously it gives you more space, which is nice. But Is there any reason why you do landscape instead of portrait?
Because how I look at it is like when we put it on Facebook, I feel that the entire picture can be seen on landscape at one go. If you would do it in portrait, then you have to swipe through either your phone or the mobile, I mean on your PC, to get a view of the entire picture. And many a times the most important thing, maybe the date or something, is down below. And that information is lost. So it is better, I mean, I feel that even in Instagram, it's a square. The banner that, the poster that you can use is basically a square. So if we use this particular dimension of Facebook, that is 940 by 788, it fits well on Instagram as well, and nothing is lost. Your picture is not, your poster is not cropped or anything, everything fits in well. But if you use, for example, I was working on portrait posters for club officers training, and they were done in portrait, and then they wouldn't fit in on Instagram. So we had to resize, and resize is something you can do if you have a pro account without having to do the whole exercise all over again. So when out here, I can say resize this to fit into Instagram. So this poster, if I say Instagram, square, copy, resize. So it will give you the poster that can fit on in your Instagram. But then again, you need to have
Got Pro.
the pro account.
And then LinkedIn, does Canva have a resize for LinkedIn, or which
Let's have
one
a
would
look
you
at it.
use?
Yeah, LinkedIn post.
Okay. Oh, wow. Now that's the big thing for me.
Okay, yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you very much,
Sure,
DTM
I learned so
Priscilla, for
much.
this wonderful workshop. And thanks everyone who attended very attentively, contributed, and participated during this workshop. I hope you learned something new, or at least think that you have spent your time in a productive way with District 20. Once again, thank you everyone, and have a great day ahead.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. It was very, very, very informative.
Thank you.
At least for me.
Thank you. Thank you, Diti and Sushma.
Thank you. Have a lovely day or evening.
Thank you for the whole lot of
Bye
information,
from,
Priscilla.
Thank
See you.
you. Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Toastmaster Maya.
Bye
Thank you.
from South
Thank-
Africa.
Bye-bye.
Thank you,
Bye-bye.
Priscilla.
Thank you.
Abu Bakr.
We have another workshop which will be done next month, end of next month. So I don't know the details of it, but stay tuned. And
Will you be getting any workshop on how to make videos on Canva?
I'm not sure if that has been planned, but if there is, yes, if the need is there, we will do it. We will do it. We noted, DTM Sushma, we will add that to our activity.
Thank you.
Thanks.
See you. Bye-bye.
See you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you, DTM Himlata. You're here. Huh? Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you all for attending.
Thank
I hope
you.
it was helpful
Bye.
to all of you all.
Very helpful. Thanks.
Thank you.
Very powerful.
Oh, thank you so much. Toastmaster Abu Bakr.
Yes.
Without your permission, I used your photos. No, I did.
No
I
problem.
did
I
take
will-
permission. I made a poster of this about body language on yourself for you a couple of months ago.
I
So
will send my warmed number. No issue.
Oh gosh, he's asking for royalty. You should be proud. Your pictures
Thank
are
you,
on
thank
our
you. That's why,
posters. Yeah.
yeah, it's very, what to say. Thank you so
I'll
much.
save them for you.
Yeah, and send to me.
Thank you, DTM Dareen. Oh, DTM Rizvi, thank you for attending. Toastmaster Nilesh, thanks.
I will start using
Kavya
Canva.
Shri, thank you for attending the workshop. And Gloria Vidad. Vidad, you're from Iraq, na? Or Egypt? I think you are on the TI branding. Thank you, Andrew. Okay, I shall close this workshop now. Thank you so much.